From the Steiner Studios in Brooklyn, New York, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic Tac Does My Little Pony Friendship is Mega Tournament Special. Now here's your host, from Darling Gets Grounded, Dylan Dawson.
Thank you very much, Mark Elliott, and welcome everybody. This is the Tic Tac Does My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Tournament. On the last show, we had a cute character from the show who had won her match and was about to play the bonus round. So Mark, if you would, please bring her in.
Our contestant for today is the cutest one of the main 6 ponies. She enjoys doing experiments and working with Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, where he told her to stay out of her shed. Her current winnings are $2,000. She's Fluttershy.
Alright, Fluttershy is back now, so let's talk to her. Welcome back, Fluttershy.
Hello, Dylan. I am proud to be here once again.
That's good to know. So I know from the show that you and SCOOTALOO made up those free experiment coupons, so that Sweetie Belle had to test an experiment.
Yes, we did, because we did so much for her that she owed us big time, and that was the easiest to pay us back. Even Fat Albert told me to stay out of his shed.
And when did you meet Fat Albert? And why did you hang out with him?
I was hanging out with Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, where we were out in the junkyard, and I was a drummer for the junkyard band where one of the members got sick. That's why I had a great time.
I know. But Applejack was right. It would have just been easier to do a favor unexpectedly. Now on our last show, you had beaten Princess Luna in the match and you were about to play the bonus round, before time had run out. Now before we play the bonus round, I want to tell you that to get into our tournament for $1 million, you need to beat 5 opponents. Since you beat Princess Luna as your first opponent, you just need to beat 4 more. So, are you ready to play the bonus round?
Yes, I am.
Then come over here and let's play it. Alright, Fluttershy, this is the bonus round. I'll show you how we play it. There are 6 cash values, $100 to $500, the Tic, the Tac, and this dragon, which is going to be appearing today after we play the bonus round. He is a contestant, and a character of the series. It's Spike. We shall stay tuned after we finish the bonus round for a big surprise. Now there are 2 ways to win the bonus round. Either get $1,000 or more in cash values, or find the Tic and Tac and I'll give you an extra $1,000 to your winnings. Now you can stop when you like, cause you find Spike, which is going to be a contestant after today's game. The bonus round is over and you'll lose all the cash. Now I bet that you and SCOOTALOO must get tired of working in Ponyville School most of the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, I bet you're gonna like this. How about 2 great trips? Mark Elliott, please tell her about them.
Well, for these trips, you and your ponies are gonna need these swimming pools from Hollister. Also, you're gonna want this fancy 2-bike catamaran from Charter World. And you're gonna want to take all of these with you, because we're gonna send you and your ponies to Miami, Florida. While there, you'll stay at the Hilton Miami downtown for 7 days and 6 nights. We'll include daily breakfast, rental car, and $2,000 spending money. We're not done yet. We're also gonna send you and your ponies to Puerto Rico. While there, you will all stay at the Embassy Suites by Hilton San Juan Hotel and Casino for 7 days and 6 nights. We'll also include daily breakfast, a rental car, and $2,000 spending money. This beach package is worth $19,500. Good luck, Fluttershy, and back to you, Dylan.
Thank you, Mark Elliott. So Fluttershy, what do you think of those 2 great trips?
I think they are both amazing.
Well, the only way to win both of those great trips is to beat Spike. So we'll shuffle up the board, so you don't have to see him again. The board's all set, so what's your first choice?
I'll start with number 1.
Number 1. So what is behind there? $500. You're now halfway there. So what's your next choice?
I'll go with number 5.
Number 5. So what is behind there? You found the Tic. Now all you need is the Tac and you win both of these trips. So what's your third choice?
I'll go with number 4.
Number 4. So what is behind there? You now have $600. So what's your fourth choice?
I'll go with number 7.
Number 7. For the bathing suits, the catamaran, And both trips. Is there a tack? You did it, Fluttershy. You've won both of those trips. Congratulations, Fluttershy. You've won the beach package and $1,600 cash to go with it. Now, before we add all up, where did you think that the next contestant will be hiding?
I think Spike is behind number 9.
Number 9. If he was there, you don't lose anything. Was he behind there? Yes, he was. He is coming out of the board to join in as a contestant as we get into the next match. So let's reveal the rest of the board. The rest of it was cash values. So Fluttershy, you've won the bathing suits, the catamaran, the trip to Miami, the trip to Puerto Rico, and $1,600 cash to give you a one-day game winnings of $23,100. Also, like I said before, if you beat 4 more opponents, you'll be in our tournament for $1 million. So until the next round, goodbye, Fluttershy. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and start today's first match, which will be the third straight match to feature 2 characters from the series. One is a little pony from Ponyville School, and a baby dragon which is an assistant to the ponies, including Twilight Sparkle. And he is also a character that tricked the contestants to lose all of the cash and prizes where he came out of the bonus round after one of the numbered boxes. So Mark, if you would, please introduce them.
Our first contestant for the first match is a dragon, which is one of Twilight Sparkle's best friend and number 1 assistant, and the one who pops out in one of the numbered boxes in the bonus round to trick the contestants to lose, including the prizes and the cash. He has the ability to magically deliver scrolls to and from Princess Celestia with his fire breath, which features in many episodes, as does his crush on Rarity. He's Spike, and her challenger is a school-age Pegasus pony. She and her friends, Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle from the Cootie Mark Crusaders, a club secret society devoted to helping ponies earn their cutie marks. She's a talented scooter driver. She idolizes Rainbow Dash and develops a sisterly bond with her in Sleepless in Ponyville. She's SCOOTALOO.
Alright, we have these 2 guys here, except you came out of the bonus round, so let's talk to them. Welcome to the show, Spike.
I'm really proud to be here, Dylan.
I'm proud to hear that. So, about a minute, Fluttershy has found you after she won the prizes. So where were you?
I just came out of one of the numbered boxes where I tricked the contestants, including the ponies, to lose everything, including the money and the prizes.
I know that. And when did you start watching Tic Tac? When you were in Ponyville?
I watched Tic Tac back in 1978 when Wink Martindale hosted the show. I saw the contestants were playing the actual round. And then came the bonus round where the winning contestant are going to play for cash and prizes. And then he or she picked any number to find the tick in the tack to win the prizes, or the money. And any contestant made a mistake by choosing a number. A dragon appeared where a contestant loses everything. This is when I was in one of the numbered boxes on Tic Tac for 8 years.
I see that. I'm glad you were in one of the random numbered boxes where contestants had to spot you to lose the game. How long did this show ran?
I was from September 18th of 1978 and ran until May 23rd of 1986. Wink Martindale hosted for 7 years, and Jim Caldwell hosted for about a year.
I remember that show. I used to watch it on TV since I was a kid. Wink Martindale was a terrific host, and Jim Caldwell was good in his final season. I got another question. Who was the contestant that had the biggest wins in the history of Tic Tac?
It was Tom McKee, the guy who won $312,700 in all 88 games, where he set a record of the most wins in the history of Tic Tac.
I remember Tom McKee. He was a contestant when he won $312,700. That was an amazing accomplishment. What happened after Tic Tac ended?
I was on hiatus for 24 years until 2010, where I landed a role on a TV show called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic for 9 years.
That was a great show. Have you ever got a crush on Rarity?
My favorite crush is Rarity. I always loved to hang out with Rarity and had a lot of fun.
That's good. I hope Rarity will be a contestant in the next match later in the show. But I wish you good luck. Welcome to the show, SCOOTALOO.
I'm very happy to be here.
I'm proud to hear that. Now I know from the show that you and Fluttershy improved Sweetie Belle's blah phone and turned it into a much better phone.
Yes, we did. We turned it into Collie like LL Cool J would say in the song I'm Going Back to Collie, the computerized automated locator, but we didn't expect it to be evil at the time.
Well, that's lesson learned for the future. But I wish both of you the best of luck today. Now here are the 9 categories that you will be dealing with. The categories are faces, children's TV, Africa, strange names, potluck picks, men of ideas, state capitals, birds and our buzzing category, jump in category. When you pick the jump in category, I'll ask both of you a question and the first one to give me the right answer earns the box. The 8 outer boxes are worth $250 each and the center box is worth $500. Spike, you're the X-player, so pick the first category.
I'll go with children's TV in the upper corner.
Children's TV in the upper corner, so here is the question. This British children's television show is based on the book series by Vicky Wong and Michael C. Murphy. It follows the adventures of 8 marine biologist animals working in a giant submarine to discover a sea creature and a biological or behavioral skill. Spike, for the box, name this children's series.
Donuts?
That is right for the box, so we put an X in that box for Spike and we'll put $250 in the money pot. Now we're gonna take our first break and when we come back, Scootaloo will have her first turn on the board, so don't go away. Welcome back everybody. We had just started a match between Spike and Scootaloo. So far, we have only X for Spike and $250 in the money pot. Scootaloo, it's your turn, so pick your first category.
Since I know science, I'll go with men of ideas in the upper right.
Men of ideas in the upper right, so here's the question. This American inventor developed many devices that greatly influenced life around the world. He was named the Wizard of Menlo Park and he had more than 1,000 patents in his name in different countries and is the inventor of the phonograph, the motion picture camera and the electric light bulb. Scootaloo, for the box, name this American inventor.
Thomas Edison.
That is right for the box, so we put an O in that box and we add $250 to the pot, bringing it to $500. Spike, we're back to you, so pick your next category.
I'll go with faces in the center box.
Faces in the center box. Now Spike, this is a visual category. I'll show you the picture of a famous person on the screen behind me and you have to tell me who they are and what show was he on. So take a look. This actor has starred in the films Fools Rush In, The Whole 9 Yards, and 17 Again. The series also stars Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc and David Schwimmer who portray a group of friends living in Manhattan. Now Spike, your 2 questions are who is this well-known actor? And what is the long-running sitcom that he starred on? You have 10 seconds to think those over, starting now. Spike, your thinking time is up. Now who is this well-known actor?
Matthew Perry!
That's right. Now for the center box and $500 to the pot. What is the long-running sitcom that he starred on?
Friends!
You got them both for the center box. So we put an X in that box and we add $500 to the pot, bringing it to $1,000. Spike, you are now 1 X away from winning this match. Scootaloo, we're back to you. So pick your next category.
Looks like I have to take jump in category for the block.
Jump in category for the block. Now guys, this is our buzzing category. I will ask you both a question, and then one of you will buzz in and answer it. If you answer it right, you'll earn the box, but if you get it right, your opponent will get 3 choices to pick from. And if the answer is wrong as well, then the box will remain unclaimed and play continues from there. Scootaloo, if you earn the box, you will have a vertical block on Spike. Spike, if you earn the box, then you will have the box, the win and $1,250 from the money pot. Now guys, the category movies of the 2000s, so hands and hooves on your buzzers. Here's the question. This 2008 movie is based on the novel series by American author Stephanie Myers. It tells the story of teenage girl Bella Swan who moves with her father to the town of Forks, Washington and she falls in love with a 104-year-old vampire named Edward Cullen. The movie had 4 sequels and it starred Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, Taylor Lautner and Anna Kendrick. Now what is? Spike, you buzzed in. Now for the box. the win and $1,250. What is the name of this 2008 movie?
Twilight!
You got it, Spike, for Tic Tac Toe. Congratulations, Spike. You've won this match, and soon you're gonna play the bonus round. But first, SCOOTALOO, I'm sorry that Spike beat you to the buzzer, but remember, you'll be able to win in the next round, so goodbye. So Spike, are you ready to play the bonus round?
I am so ready!
Then come on over here and let's play it. Alright, Spike, this is the bonus round, so I'll show you how we play it. There are 6 cash values, $100 to $500, the Tic, the Tac, and of course, you. That's right. You as a contestant that you came out of the bonus round. Now there are 2 ways to win the bonus round: either get $1,000 or more in cash values, or find the Tic and Tac and I'll give you an extra $1,000 to your winnings. Now you can stop when you like, cause if you find you, the bonus round is over and you lose all the cash. Now Spike, we know you like stuntmen, so I bet you'll like this package we're gonna give you. Mike, tell him about it.
Well, first, since you love stomping, we'll give you a pair of jumpsuits. One for him from Maxwell Sport Company and one for the ponies from Victoria's Secret. Next, we'll give you a pair of Easy mountain bikes with 10 speed control and easy brakes, courtesy of Huffy, America's first choice. And since you want the experience, we'll send you and your ponies and a guest to Hershey, Pennsylvania, as you will all spend 7 days and 6 nights at Hershey Park. Spike, this action-packed package is worth $1,500. Good luck, and back over to you, Dylan.
Thank you very much, Mark Elliott. Now Spike, I bet you'd love to win all of that great stuff, but you have to beat you to get it. So we'll shuffle up the board, so you don't have to see you again. The board's all set, so what's your first choice?
I'll start with number 3.
Number 3. So what is behind there? $300. Not a bad start. So what's your next choice?
I'll go with number 5.
Number 5. So what is behind there? Oh, you found Spike. Spike, I'm so sorry that you couldn't win that package.
Wait a minute! I was at number 5, but all I see is the mean dragon, and that's me.
Is that you? The one that was at number 5?
Yes, I am. Like I said earlier, I was in one of those boxes, and all I ended up is me on number 5.
How long did you appear as a dragon on Tic Tac Toe?
I was from 1978 until 1986, where Wink Martindale hosted for 7 years, and Jim Caldwell for a year, and that lasted for 8 years on TV.
In one of your numbered boxes, did you ever trick a contestant for taking away all of the prizes and cash?
Yes, I tricked the contestant where he or she loses everything, including cash and prizes.
Did Wink ever play a special round called the Dragon Finder, where any people from the audience would spot you and win $500 cash?
And then during one of the special rounds, Wink Martindale selected a person in the studio audience to play the Dragon Finder game to see where I was on one of the numbers. If a person in the audience chose the number, I tricked the person and won $500. And if a person picks a number that doesn't show me, he or she never got $500.
And like I said, have ever got a crush on Rarity?
No. I was falling in love with Rarity throughout its run on my show. Since me and Rarity are separate, I will be hanging out with the mean dragon on the show instead of Rarity.
Have you ever watched Tic Tac Toe where you saw a mean dragon in a bonus round?
Yes, I saw the mean dragon on the show where a contestant picks a number by mistake and loses the game. I watched Tic Tac Toe back in 1978 and continued for 8 years. After the show, I got the home version of the game show made by Ideal Toys.
So, you have the home version of the board game. Have you ever played it with Rarity?
Yes, me and Rarity played the game to see who got the X and O's. Rarity beat me and played the bonus game. She chose one of the green cards that has money, and the other one has the mean dragon.
Did Rarity found the dragon?
Yes, Rarity got the mean dragon and lost the game. It's a fun game. You can play it with the ponies.
So that's good. And like I said, let's reveal the board and see where everything else was. The Tic was behind number 2 and the Tac was behind number 9. So Spike, you didn't win that package, but you will still have the $1,250 from the match. Now before you go back to your board, I want to tell you that to get into our tournament for $1 million, you have to beat 5 opponents. Now you beat SCOOTALOO as your first, so if you beat 4 more opponents, you'll be in the tournament. You may go back to the board now. Now we're gonna take our next break, and when we come back, we'll start the next match with 2 new contestants, so don't go away. Welcome back everybody. Before the break, Spike had played the bonus round. Unfortunately he lost it. So we'll save what he had for the next trip to the bonus round. So now we're gonna start our second match with two ponies who are the main 6 characters. So let's bring them in, Mark, if you please.
Our first contestant for the second match is one of the most craziest and most funny characters of the main 6 ponies. She enjoys playing around with the ponies and goes loco in the coco. She's Pinkie Pie, and her challenger is another one of the characters of the main 6 ponies. She works as both a fashion designer and a seamstress at her own shop in Ponyville, the Carousel Value, and has a crush on Spike, which was the last contestant on the show. She's Rarity.
Alright, we have these ponies here, so let's talk to them. Welcome to our show, Pinkie Pie.
Why, thank you, Dylan.
Now I know from the show that you and Twilight Sparkle competed in a go-kart race.
Yes, we did, because she stated that action was better than science.
Well, I believe both are equally great. So I wish you luck. Welcome to our show, Rarity.
Well, thank you, Dylan.
I'm glad to hear that. Now we know from the show that you have a crush on Spike from earlier in the game as a contestant.
Yes, I do. He's just about everything I want in somebody.
Now I see that. Now I'm not saying you have to stop your crush, but you do need to take pony steps in what you're doing. Don't keep smothering him with gifts or kidnapping him.
Okay, I'll take into consideration what you said.
And speaking of Spike, do you watch Spike playing the bonus round where he found number 5?
Yes! He chose number 5 and got the mean dragon, and he was stunned that he lost the game, including the cash and the prizes, and he had a conversation about the dragon that he found. It's probably Spike's old cousin, the mean dragon, where he tricked the contestants to lose everything. We watched Tic Tac with Spike and myself on TV where Wink Martindale hosted the show. The Wink Room emceed the show from 1978 until 1985 for 7 years, and Jim Caldwell emceed for a year, which brings a total of 8 seasons, and we still love it.
Interesting. Tic Tac is still my favorite show, and I enjoyed it so much. Have you ever fallen in love with Spike?
I was in love with Spike, where we saw the contestant picks a number where a mean dragon appears that he or she loses. That was one of the reasons why I love the show.
Have you ever seen Spike loses it in the bonus round?
Earlier on the show where Spike was the contestant that he loses where he found the mean dragon in the bonus round.
Yes, indeed, Rarity. I was playing the game with Spike where he was going to win the cash and prizes, and all he ended up was that baby dragon, which was the same character. Okay, I get it. Enough said. I wish both of you the best of luck. Now here are the 9 categories that you will be dealing with. The categories are U.S. presidents, video games, general math, bodies of water, Japan, rock music, automobiles, bad guys, and spelling. The 8 outer boxes are worth $250 each, and the center box is worth $500. Pinkie Pie, you're the X-player, so pick the first category.
I'll go with Japan in the center box.
Japan in the center box. Now Pinkie Pie, this has 2 questions, so here they are. This Japanese city is the capital of Japan and has a 2013 population of 13,185,502 people. It was originally known as Edo, a small fishing village in the late 12th century, and it became the capital in 1943. It is located on this largest Japanese island, along with other cities Yokohama, Kyoto, Kobe, Osaka, and Hiroshima, a city where the atomic bomb got blown and wiped out in August 1945. Now your 2 questions are, what is the capital of Japan? And what island is its capital on? You have 10 seconds to think those over, starting now. Pinkie Pie, your thinking time is up. Now what is the capital of Japan?
Tokyo!
That's right. Now for the center box and $500 to the money pot. What island is Tokyo located on?
Honshu!
You got them both for the center box. So we put an X in the center for Pinkie Pie, and we'll put $500 in the money pot. Rarity, it's your turn. So pick your first category.
I'll go with video games in the upper left.
Video games in the upper left. So here's the question. This hedgehog character was created by Sega in 1991. His sidekick is Tails, the fox. His archenemy is Dr. Robotnik, which was originally Dr. Eggman, and he was created to compete with Nintendo's Mario. Now you name this character. You've named his series. For the box, name him.
Sonic!
That is right for the box. So we put an O in that box and we add $250 to the pot, bringing it to $750. Pinkie Pie, we're back to you. So pick your next category.
I'll go with automobiles in the center left.
Automobiles in the center left. So here's the question. This automobile company was created in 1908 in Flint, Michigan. For the box Pinkie Pie, name this automotive company.
General Motors.
That is right for a box. So we put an X in that box and we add $250 to the pot, bringing it to $1,000. Pinkie Pie, you are now 1X away from winning this match. Rarity, we come back to you. So pick your next category.
Looks like I'll have to take bad guys to block.
Bad guys to block. Rarity, if you get this right, you will have a block on Pinkie Pie. This person was the 5th president of Iraq, serving from July 16, 1979 to April 9, 2003. Rarity, for a block, name this known ruler.
Saddam Hussein!
That is right for a block. So we put an O in that box and we add $250 to the pot, bringing it to $1,250. Now we're gonna take our next break and then we'll see if we have time to continue this match. So don't go away. Welcome back everybody. Before the break, we were in the middle of a match between Pinkie Pie and Rarity. We had 2 X's for Pinkie Pie, 2 O's for Rarity and $1,250 in the money pot. Now I hate to say this, but we are out of time for today's show. Now before we go, there is something I want to ask both of you. Pinkie Pie, I know from the show that you, Princess Celestia and Cozy Glow were put in detention for something you didn't do.
Yes, we were. I was sent here because Lickety Split from G1 had said I had wasted paper towel, or Megan from G1 pulled it all out.
I know. And you really did not deserve that. Now Rarity, I also know that you became an overweight singing sensation.
Yes, I did, because Posey from G1 wanted someone of my size to be famous.
Yeah, I saw that. But I hope you remember what I told you about taking it slow and getting Fluttershy. Now, like I said, we are out of time for today's show. So on our next show, we will continue this match between you ponies. So until tomorrow, this is Dylan Dawson saying goodbye everybody, and I will see you tonight on Dylan Gets Grounded.
Some of our contestants and members of our studio audience will receive the home game version of the new Tic Tac doll. It's as much fun playing it as watching it on TV. In addition, some of our parting contestants will receive the following.
Oh, 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 who's that twister? Who's that cruncher? A licker, a dunker, a creamy middle muncher. Oreo action. What's your Oreo action? With O-R-E-O.
Sure, we all love these new Giggles cookies with the peanut butter and fudge cream inside the funny faces. But all that laughing, slapping tables in the commercials, who'd act that way? Everybody.
New peanut butter and fudge Giggles cookies.
Learning to remember is always fun.
I can match this flower with this flower.
With the memory games, there are lots of memory games so your child can grow from one to another.
Match this bee with this bee.
The memory games from Milton Bradley.
Bring the excitement of arcade basketball home with electronic Hot Shot Basketball. There's a motorized moving backboard, electronic game sounds, and digital scoreboard. Milton Bradley Electronic Hot Shot Basketball.
My Little Pony Friendship is Mega Tournament is a variant and right production in association with MTN Productions. This is Mark Elliott speaking.